Hi, my name's Danae, and I'm a registered psychologist here at Sojourn. And I'd like to talk a little bit about this concept of paradigm shifts in the year of COVID-19. So, this idea was actually brought to me by my friend who talked to me about something called liminal space. And liminal space is a concept that describes having left a destination but not yet having arrived at the next one. And so it describes ultimately a place of being in between, of being in flux, of being in transition in a lot of ways. And it also can be a place that feels quite strange, uncomfortable, uncanny almost, and certainly uncertain. And if these things are ringing any bells for you, they certainly did for me. I think that we can certainly say that in this past year, we have felt a lot of these things. And so if we see COVID-19 and the year of COVID-19 as a liminal space, I think we can also acknowledge that there's room for the experiences of loss and grief that many of us have experienced, as well as growth and learning. And so I'd like to talk a little bit about my learnings today. So my first learning is that I don't have to be busy to be valuable or to be successful, and that being more busy isn't equated with either. And in fact, there may be some benefit to being more, being present, being still, over doing more, and moving on to the next activity and stuffing something else into my already busy schedule. And so that's my first learning. And the second learning is something that I'm certainly no expert at, but the idea of tolerating uncertainty. So I think it's safe to say that a lot of us have experienced uncertainty in many forms in this past year. And I would say humans we don't like uncertainty all too much. We try to plan around it and avoid it. We like feeling in control. And so when uncertainty kind of slaps us in the face, as it has time and time again this past year, it's pretty uncomfortable. And so what I've learned is that what's been helpful for me is to acknowledge that I am uncertain about certain things, that I am not in control of a variety of different aspects of life. And then I ask myself, okay, but what am I in control of right now? What am I certain about right now? And I kind of shift my attention towards that. And so it's kind of an ongoing juggling act in a lot of ways, but I found it to be helpful at times. And then my last learning is that of the power of dreaming. And what I mean by this is not sleep dreams, but dreaming about future opportunities and future possibilities. Dreaming about the people that I will one day be able to embrace again, and the places that I will one day be able to visit again. And I think that being able to dream in this way can actually allow us to sweeten our present in ways that have been quite difficult in this past year. So it allows us to almost expand our current experiences, and there's something about anticipation that can actually be really wonderful in and of itself. So those are my three learnings for three of many, we'll say, in this past year. So I'll just leave you with this thought. If we do see this year as being one of a liminal space, then we can also acknowledge that it's a place that's not permanent, it's temporary, and that one day we'll arrive at our destination, whatever that will look like or whenever that will be, but we will arrive at one point. So with that, I wish you all wellness, safety, and above all, health.